All right, well, welcome to part two of an unexpected international love story. If you haven't watched part one yet, you should definitely do that first. But to catch you up, I just had a lovely evening getting to know an Australian fellow at the local bluegrass show. And at the end of the night, we went our separate ways, never to see each other again. The next day, he sends me a message that he's in town for one more day and he'd be keen to hang out if I'd like to. Now, to be honest, I had it in my head that this guy lives halfway across the planet, and my heart was not really open to getting to know him any more than I already did. However, I got off work late and I was starving on a Friday night and I had no plans. So I thought, okay, I'm going to see what this Aussie is up to. Maybe we can get dinner, but just dinner. So I text him, "Have you eaten yet?" At the exact same time, he texts me, "Have you eaten yet? Would you like to get dinner?" So, of course, we do. We're sharing each other's food. We're reading each other's Tinder profiles. Turns out we're actually kind of perfect for each other, according to Tinder. We play shuffleboard. We're having a really great night. As the night is starting to wind down to a close, he looks at me and he says, "It's almost like we've known each other in a past life or something." And this might be his line, but it works. So I invite him over to my place. At some point in the evening, he says he'd like to go to Mexico. I casually say I've never been to Mexico. He casually says, well, we should go together. I casually say I happen to have 10 days off in May. He casually says that perfectly aligns with the end of my vacation. Interesting. We change the subject. The next day, he takes off to Memphis, and suddenly the thought of never seeing this man again is such a bummer. But later that day, he lets me know that he can extend his visa if we would like to go to Mexico together. He was serious. So I ask him, well, where would we go? And he says, I don't care, just meet me somewhere with a burrito and a beach. And it was at that point that I realized a foreign man who it felt like we had known each other in a past life was inviting me to meet him at the beach. If you don't understand the gravity of this moment, go watch part one, because right now I am wondering, is this the psychic prophecy coming true? Is this man my soulmate? But if you want to know the answer to those questions, you're going to have to stick around for part three. See you for the next one.